I'm Pradibha Yogendra Raja. I'm a PhD student of Ghent University, Belgium. My research work is on farm-to-fork risk assessment of mycotoxins in chili and pepper produced in Sri Lanka. So, first of all, I developed a multi-mycotoxin analytical method for chili and pepper, and then we applied that method for the samples collected from Sri Lanka. And yes, we analyzed, and then we are now also analyzed some molds from the samples, and then we are also doing the exposure assessment studies to check how much toxic is concerning the public health. We are also busy with the predictive modeling of mycology to propose processes to ensure the safety of the spices on the shelves. There are so many studies for mycotoxins, especially the aflatoxin and ochratoxin in spices, but our interest was to see if there are any other mycotoxins also found in spices. But the challenge was that there was not a method was existing to multi-mycotoxin analysis, so we developed our own method, which is based on QueChERS. Actually, QueChERS was developed by the USDA scientists for pesticide residue analysis in fruits and vegetables for the first time. But we extended that method and optimized method to analyze multiple mycotoxin in spices. And yes, of course, we validated, and it was already published in chromatography last year. There are other toxins which also found. So it's quite important to also to check of other toxins, and which will be also helpful for the multiple mycotoxin exposures. The method developed was based on a QueChERS based approach. So it's quick, easy, cheap, effective, rugged, and safe. So it's actually very simple cleanup. Actually, there's not so much cleanup to do. So we hydrated the spices first and extracted with acetonitrile, 1% formic acid, and after shaking, we have to do the centrifugation, and we see the phase separation and with the excess salts. So we have on the very bottom the excess salts, and above that we have the aqueous phase, and the third layer from the top is the matrix, and on the top is the supernatant. So we remove the supernatant and do some centrifuge filtration, and we injected to LC tandem MS and analyzed at ESI positive, and the runtime was 20 minutes for the simultaneous detection of 17 mycotoxins. We are using the Waters Acuity UPLC system, Premier XC tandem MS. We are using the HPLC conditions to analyze the 17 toxins. As I said before, it was many of the studies are only focusing on aflatoxin and OTA, and there was no any studies on Sri Lankan chilies and peppers. And the more important is the pepper from Sri Lanka is exported worldwide, and it has to comply with the regulations, especially in Europe. So it's really important to have to see how much mycotoxins is there, and it's also important for the local food people. But I'm not so much sure that how many people really know about mycotoxins in Sri Lanka. For sure, not people will much know about it. But yeah, that's important. So we should give information that so much toxins are there. Now people have to be careful on drying and all those things to reduce the moisture content during the storage, and so that they can prevent mold growth and thereby reduce the mycotoxin contamination.